Hello everyone. We will continue reading our story, Paul Bunyan. We listen.
In those times, huge sections of America were filled with dark green forests. And forests were filled with trees, oceans of trees, trees as far as the eye could see, trees so tall you had to look straight up to see if it was morning, and maybe if you were lucky, you'd catch a glimpse of blue sky. It would be nice if those trees could have stayed tall and thick forever. But the pioneers needed them to build houses, churches, ships, wagons, bridges, and barns. So one day, Paul Bunyan took a good look at all those trees and said, "Babe, stand back. I'm about to invent logging." "Timber!" he yelled, and he swung his bright steel axe in a wide circle. There was a terrible crash, and when Paul looked around, he saw he'd felled 10 white pines with a single swing. Paul bundled up the trees and loaded them onto the ox's back. "All right, babe," he said. "Let's haul 'em to the Big Onion and send 'em down to a sawmill." Since both Babe and Paul could cover a whole mile in a single step, it only took about a week to travel from Maine to the Big Onion River in Minnesota. "She's too crooked. Our logs will get jammed at her curves," Paul said to Babe as he peered through his telescope at the long, winding river. "Let's see what we can do about that." He tied one end of the rope to Babe's harness and the other around the end of the river. Then he shouted, "Pull! Pull!" And Babe huffed and puffed until he pulled all the kinks out of that winding water. "There, she's as straight as a gun barrel now," Paul said. "Let's send down these logs." After that, Paul and Babe traveled plenty fast through the untamed North Woods. They cut pine, spruce, and red willow in Minnesota, Michigan, and Wisconsin. They cleared cottonwoods out of Kansas so farmers could plant wheat. They cleared oaks out of Iowa so farmers could plant corn. It seems that the summer after the corn was planted in Iowa, there was a heat wave. It got so hot, the corn started to pop. It popped until the whole state was covered with 10 feet of popcorn. The wind blew the popcorn over to Kansas, where it fell like a blizzard. Unfortunately, the Kansas cows thought it was a blizzard and immediately froze to death.
Okay, we stop here. Your assignment, take one of those pages, practice reading them at home, then record yourself reading them and send it to me. I hope you're enjoying the story. Have a lovely day and goodbye.